A very good morning to all my dear students. Hope you all are fine and staying safe at home. Today we are going to start English lesson number 4. Can mice eat iron? Let's start. This is a story from the Panchatantra tales about two friends who quarrel over a pair of weighing scales. Underline weighing. Who is right? Read and find out. So this story has been taken from the Panchatantra tales. Tales means stories in which two friends who quarrel means to fight, two friends who fought over a pair of weighing scales means an instrument which is used to weigh the items, like you must have seen with the vegetable vendors, those who use that you can see in this picture. See, this is weighing scale to weigh the vegetables and sell. So we have to see out of these friends who is right. So let us read the story to know. In a small village, there once lived a merchant, underline merchant, called Maniram, who incurred great losses in his business. Underline business. One by one, he had to sell off his possessions. In the end, all he had left were his weighing scales. He had used them to weigh the groceries, underline groceries, in his shop. There were large scales made of iron, and they had come to Maniram from his great grandfather. So here Maniram was a merchant. Merchant means a businessman, a trader who had suffered losses in his business, incurred great losses. See in the word meaning box, it is given meaning lost a lot of money. So this businessman Maniram, he had suffered losses in his business. So that's why he had started selling off his possessions. Possessions means property. One by one he was selling his things from his home so that he can get some money. In the end, what was left with him? The weighing scales. And this was very important for him, means it was ancestral property. It was ancestral property as it was related with great grandfather. Once Maniram had to go to the neighboring town, underline neighboring, for some work. Since he lived all alone, Maniram was worried, underline worried, that in his absence his precious weighing scales might be misplaced. So he decided to leave them with his friend Lakshman. Lakshman agreed to keep them safely for his friend, and Maniram went off on his journey, underline journey. So because I have told you that these weighing scales were so much precious, so much important for Maniram, because that were related to the ancestral property his great grandfather had gifted him, and it was the only source of livelihood for him now. So he didn't want to lose them as he had to go out of town for some work. So he thought to keep it safe with his friend Lakshman. However, when Maniram returned, he was shocked by what he heard from Lakshman. I am afraid, my friend, that though I had kept your scales very carefully, they have been eaten up. Eaten up? Impossible. No creature eats iron, shouted Maniram. Now when he returned from his journey, Lakshman told Maniram that his iron scales were eaten up, and Maniram got surprised. He said that no creature can eat iron. Mice ate them up, said Lakshman with a shrug. With a shrug means very casually, very normally he said that mice ate your scales. I tried to save your scales, but the mice gobbled, underline gobbled, them up, and before I could do anything. He said that before I could save your scales, mice had already eaten them. Maniram guessed at once that Lakshman was lying. So why Maniram guessed that Lakshman was lying? Because everybody know that no creature can eat iron, and this was really impossible thing. That's why Maniram knew that Lakshman was lying. And there was no way he could get his scales back by arguing or requesting. So he know that now there is no point of quarreling with him, fighting with him, or even making a request. he would have to think of a clever plan. So Maniram got up with a loud sigh and said, "You are right, friend. It is not your fault at all. It is just my bad luck that the mice chose to eat iron instead of food." So, so Maniram, he stood with the loud sigh, means with a deep breath. He just stood up and said, "Yes, friend, you are right. It's only my fault, that my bad luck, that the mice had eaten my iron scales instead of in place of food." Lakshman heaved a sigh of relief. Heaved a sigh of relief. You can see the meaning in the meaning box. Felt happy. So Lakshman felt very happy when Maniram said that it was not Lakshman's fault. He had not thought that it would be so easy to fool his friend. So he was so happy that yes, he was successful in making his friend a fool. "I have just one favor to ask of you," said Maniram. "I am going to bathe in the river. As you see, I am carrying a large bundle. Will you ask your son to help me carry my things?" Since Lakshman had already got what he wanted, he was more than happy to do as his friend asked. He called his son and told him to go with Maniram to the river. Now Maniram, he asked his friend Lakshman that he was going to bathe in the river and he was having a big bundle to carry. So he wanted some help. So he asked Lakshman to send his son with him. So Lakshman agreed. Maniram went with the boy to the river and bathed. After that, he left the boy in his house and went to Lakshman's house mourning loudly. Now what happened? Maniram took Lakshman's boy to the river and he had a bath there. After that, he left the boy, Lakshman's son, in his house and then went to Lakshman's house mourning loudly. Mourning means crying loudly. Lakshman, on hearing the cries, came out running. Maniram said, "While we were bathing in the river, a hawk swooped down and carried your son away." Carried, underline. Swoop down meaning is given. Swoop down means moved downward very fast. So he said that a big hawk is a big bird. So a hawk came down hurriedly and just carried your son. Lakshman was beside himself with anger. Beside himself with anger means very angry. Beside himself with anger means very angry. So Lakshman felt very angry. He screamed. Screamed means shouted. "Liar! Cheat! You think I am foolish enough to believe your story?" Believe, underline. "Bring me back my son or I'll tell the Sarpanch." Now Lakshman, he was very angry. He said, "You are a liar, you are a cheat." Why he is saying like this to Maniram, that you are a liar, he is cheat? Why he is not believing? Because we know that a hawk cannot lift a human being. Maniram just shrugged his shoulders and said, "I did try to save your son, but the hawk flew away with him before I could do anything." So as you can see, as Lakshman gave the statement, same statement Maniram gave, that he tried to save his son, but before he could do anything, the hawk had done his work. An angry Lakshman took Maniram to the panchayat. Underline panchayat. Meaning of panchayat is given, village court, and complained to the Sarpanch that Maniram had kidnapped his son. Kidnapped, underline the word kidnap. So now, because Lakshman was very angry, so he took Maniram to the panchayat, means the village court, and complained to the Sarpanch that Maniram had kidnapped his son. The Sarpanch asked Maniram what had happened. Maniram replied meekly. Meekly means very softly, "I did not kidnap his son, sir. It is true, I took the boy to the river with me. He was sitting on the river bank while I went to the water for a dip. Suddenly I saw a hawk swoop down on the boy and carry him away." "What nonsense!" the Sarpanch exclaimed. How is that possible? What have you done with the boy? Now you can see even Sarpanch did not believe the story of Maniram, as it is very clear that a bird cannot carry a human being. The villagers who had gathered to hear the case also insisted that Maniram tell them the truth. Maniram smiled softly and said, so the villagers, those who were gathered means those who were sitting there to hear this case, they also insisted. Insisted means to force somebody to do something. So they also forced Maniram to tell the truth. So Maniram, he just smiled softly and then he said, his mice eat up my iron scales, and I don't raise a hue and cry. Raise a hue and cry means protest loudly. So here Maniram said that when Lakshman told that his iron scales were eaten up by mice, he did not raise a hue and cry, means he did not quarrel, he did not said anything. But when a hawk carries away his son, why then he says I lie? Now he is saying, when now I am saying that a hawk has carried his son, then why he is saying I am lying? The Sarpanch was a wise man. He realized that there was more to this case than meets the eye. The meaning of this is, the case was not as simple as it seemed to be. So Sarpanch, he was very intelligent. He knew that something more is there which he didn't know. He smiled at Maniram and said kindly, instead of talking in riddles, why don't you tell us what actually happened? Now he is saying that you tell the complete story, what really happened. Don't talk in riddles. Maniram told all the villagers how Lakshman had tried to cheat him. He ended by saying that if mice could eat heavy iron scales, then why couldn't a hawk fly away with the big boy? Everyone burst out laughing when they heard this. The Sarpanch glared at Lakshman. Glared means to look fixedly. So Sarpanch glared at Lakshman and ordered him to return Maniram's scales immediately. Shamefacedly. Shamefacedly means looking ashamed. Shamefacedly, Lakshman did as he was told. He then apologized to Maniram. Maniram returned the boy to Lakshman and went back home happily, clutching his precious scales. It means holding, and precious means very important for him. So, and here apologize means feeling sorry. So, very shamefully, now Lakshman had returned Maniram's iron scales, and so Maniram also returned the boy to Lakshman, and he went back happily by teaching Lakshman a nice lesson. Hope you have enjoyed the story and had fun. So your homework is, whatever words are underlined, write down the difficult words in your notebook and also the word meanings given in the book. So please do your difficult words and word meanings nicely, beautifully in your notebook. Till then, take care. Bye bye.